Welcome back everyone to this week's video. So what are we doing this week? Well, as you can see, mowers are on behind, so we plan to go mowing. Plan to mow 50-60 acres here first cut. We'll see, there's one field down the bottom, might do that for silage. We'll just have to see later on in the week. We might knock it towards the end of the week, knock the first of it at the start of the week. That's the plan, but of course things never go to plan. So we have the mowers are all serviced up, ready to go. You would have seen that there in the previous video. So they're ready to go. So mower setup is, hopefully you can see with the sun. I think it's a Pottengier Nova Cat, 10-foot front mower. Got her last season, conditioner on her. And then Kuhn rear mower. Again, 10-foot conditioner. She is 6 seasons old now at this stage, I think. So I used to always run a Kuhn. We had a Kuhn trail previous to this, but one day I was out mowing and a little weld gave way. That held the gearbox up. Gearbox fell, bent to bed. Anyway, the thing was a write off. So literally we were ringing around who could get some more for like then and there. And in fairness, Kuhn had one, and happened at 5 o'clock on, let's say, a Wednesday, and by 3 o'clock on Thursday I had this one on the tractor mowing. So we had a trail, but the cost of a trail versus a mounted was astronomical, so we just went with a mounted, and they're easier to move around the road as well. That trail was 10 foot, a little wider than 10 foot, pain to move around. So it was. So then, and then that season, then of course you would have seen we got this. So I always wanted a front mower. This tractor was the first one with a front PTO. So Puma 150, and she runs the double mowers. Absolutely no bother to her at all. And then we have the rake here set up as well. She just has to be washed down. So you have the pottengier tether on. So we turned one field already, just off camera. Just a small one, just making sure everything is working. Well, we always do one job off camera because you're just never sure when you're first starting off at a job. You know yourself, things just tend to not go the way you planned for them to go. So yeah, we just have one job. So she's all working perfectly as expected. She's new last season as well, and we haven't taken out the fusion yet. So this video will probably split into two. Probably do mowing, and then we will do the raking and baling in a bit. So welcome back everyone to this week's video. This week's video is going to be, we're fully into grass mode now. We're just going to be cutting most of our grass here at home. Anything that's not out here on the farm probably is a little bit behind, so it'll be about 2 weeks behind. So I'll make a start here. One field already mowed today. Today's bank holiday Monday, so I've one field already mowed. I'm going in here to mow this other one where I'm gonna mow it off because it's depressing me looking at it. So yeah, it's just, you can see this one here, it's all uneven, and I'm just gonna mow it off, start fresh. It's not gonna grow a whole pile more now at the moment, so yeah, we'll mow it off. It should be alright, to be a bit on it anyway. So yeah, the grass is growing really well. The bulls are happy out. They're there. You can see them in their second paddock now. Another one to go. So we've loads of grass for them, nearly too much. But yeah, it's better to be looking at it than looking for it. So I have that field mowed just down there, mowed that earlier on. Going in here now with the drone, just charging up. So cab table comes in handy. So that charging up, second GoPro charging up. And that will, hopefully we get some good shots with two mowers on. It's 12 acres in this field. I'm leaving that middle one, and I'm going to go up there and mow another 20 acres up there. So mowed 8 already, so we'll have 40 acres down here, 45 acres down here, with another 40 to go at home, and then we'll got bits dotted around everywhere. So we'll get all that done in due course, and then hopefully with the fusion on. Probably will split this video into mowing and then mow and rake, or mow and turning, and then I'll do raking and baling. I'd imagine probably be too long otherwise. Maybe I'll have a long video, we'll see. So views have crept back up a little bit thankfully now. Still not to where they're at, so hopefully look, the more you like it, the more you like the video and obviously subscribe, the more YouTube pushes it. I think that's the way it works. So hopefully we're going in the right direction. Yeah, so look, I'll get the mower set up here, get the GPS set up, and yeah, we'll get ready to get mowing. So I believe as many people mowing at the moment. Let us know down below in the comments if you've mowed, what it was like. Were you happy with it? Were you a bit disappointed with it? I'm going to say now, this field, I am going to be disappointed in this. This is one of those fields where you get those comments, you know, oh, there's more on the lawn. Yeah, well, you're probably right. But look, I'm going to mow it off anyway and just start fresh. I think, because it's not gonna progress now much at the moment. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So I just have the headlands done. So what I do is I generally do 8 runs around the field. It just gives enough time for the GPS to just basically get itself straightened up. If you have 6 rows, you can be a little tight. You can be a little tight at times. So I just do the 8 runs around 4 rows, and it should give me lots of space then to just go up and down. So it's light enough in spots, it's heavy in spots, it's a bit of a mixed bag. So look, I don't know, it is what it is. There's not a whole pile we can do about it. Just got to get it mowed off. It's the GPS now working its way in. So yeah, it is what it is. The swart it's okay coming off it there. It'll make nice quality stuff, which is the main thing. So, but look, like lights of there now, it's light. Thankfully this is the worst field, and the rest of them are way better than this. So we're just cutting, we're making a start now. We get this sort of baled up, probably gonna mow the rest of it towards the end of the week, just to keep things ticking along. If the weather's staying right, we'll keep going. Just to have something dropped every now and then, that we're not sort of left idle, you know, just to keep the whole thing ticking along. And we get 3 cuts off of this. This is going for haulage, it's not going for silage. It's going for haulage. So we hopefully get 3 cuts off of this. So another cut there just in the 2nd week of July, and a final cut then in September, end of September, if weather allows. Now this spot here will most likely, we won't get 3 cuts off at this field, but the rest of them we will. That's what I mowed earlier. So it's not, look, it was a nice crop in there. So yeah, this field won't be mowed, as I said before. It's beside the cattle paddocks. So yeah, we'll let the cattle in here and graze in the back end when we sort of run out of grass in there. But for the moment we're good. Last year I had to make another paddock out here, but I don't think I'll have to do that this year. So I'm mowing sets here with the GPS. It's bang accurate the whole time. You don't really miss a whole pile. I'll miss more if I'm trying to do it by hand. So yeah, we're mowing away, and that's the start of summer now. Haulage, silage, hay, the whole lot. Won't be long till harvest comes around. So yeah, nice setup now. GPS makes life very, very handy. Phone rang, sorry. So yeah, really good crop of grass up here, you can see there. Oh, it's a lovely sward. And then that's our reseeded ground you would have seen last year. It doesn't look the best, but there's an almighty butt in it, which when we cut last year, to be honest, I thought it was a waste of time. It was so short, but we still got, you know, 10 bales to the acre, so that was, you know, more than happy with that. So hopefully looks can be deceiving sometimes with grass, but you can see there, yeah, another few days now we will mow that. We'll make the decision whether we make haulage out of it or we make our own silage for our own cattle, but we'll just have to wait and see. But all this I'm mowing here at the moment now, it's for haulage. We aim to make, we have to make around 1400 bales of haulage a year for our customers. So yeah, it's quite a lot of bales to make, but it's not too bad either. And then we need, same again in silage, and then we need our own silage, our own haulage and stuff like that for our own animals. So yeah, it doesn't be too bad, but we can get 3 decent crops of grass off of this, which is what we aim to do. The river just runs there now, so we don't fertilise the first run, it's always light. But yeah, no, I'm pleasantly surprised with this now. This is really happy with how this has turned out. It's hard to use the front mower and hold the camera at the same time. Should probably use the mount, but sometimes it's, yeah, don't know. I don't like using the mount sometimes, just the way it looks. But yeah, so we're mowing today with the Kuhn rear mower on. What's it, FC3 115D. She is 6 seasons now. And then we have our Pottenger front mower, which is just in its 2nd season. So we are running 2 different brands, just the way it worked out. We got the Kuhn first. We would have always ran a trailed mower, which was a Kuhn, and then one day she just blew, the gearbox dropped in her and bent everything in it, and it just made absolute bananas of the bed. And it was literally who could get us the quickest, the mower the quickest. That was the way we were. And then we ended up with this side mounted Kuhn. Our previous Kuhn was a trailed machine. Obviously just for moving around the roads. The trailed one was a pain in the backside, but the mounted one, yeah, it's a lot of weight, but it's easier to maneuver around the roads. And then last year we got a new Pottenger tether, and in the deal we decided we get a mower. I don't think I could ever go back from having a front mower. Your productivity is obviously instantly doubled, but you still use the same amount of diesel. It takes half the time. It's just really was sort of a no-brainer. Like, I can mow today comfortably here without having to, you know, rush if I want to do something this evening or that. I'd still get everything done. But yeah, of course, and the tractor's well able for a Kuhn 150. So you can see going at 12.2 kilometers there, 1060 on the shafts, and yeah, we're mowing well. But yeah, this is a nice heavy crop, so pleasantly surprised. So we're just finished that 40 acres of first cut down now. That's all we're going to mow for the moment. Probably start mowing again on Friday. I'll probably mow that field there, and I'll mow this other field here, 20 acres each. So this field's all mowed. Lovely field this now, to be fair. Got the drone up as well, so you can see a little bit of drone footage. But yeah, the grass here is nice. We'll get down here now and we get down to the end and we'll stop. You would have seen in the drone footage as well, I make sure I stuck it in, that I don't know, can you see the smoke over there? The bog's on fire, and it's getting pretty big now in the last sort of hour. So I don't know, hopefully it won't start drawing water. It's not near, well, it is near us, but it's not near us. But yeah, it's getting pretty bad now, to be honest. A bit worried now. It's getting big now, and we're only in the start of the dry spell. So no, you can see it there, can you? See smoke? That's the bog, and there's about 4 or 5 different fires on it now at the moment. So yeah, not ideal at all. But yeah, looking more sweet anyway. Back to sidetracking, but that's just a bit concerning. So yeah, we're finished mowing here. So as I said, we have these, it was one field but it's now 2 because we put that big open drain in it. So we have half of at home mowed, and we'll mow the other half probably on Friday, maybe Thursday, Friday. So we'll just get out here now and have a look. Just get up here and have a look. Yeah, that's not good. Out here in the field now, that fire is getting worse. We'll just have to watch that. So yeah, there's the setup. So Pottenger, this is a Nova car, is that what they call them? Front mower. So 2024, you would have seen this before. She's last season. And then the FC 3115 Kuhn, which we've had for 6 seasons now. I'm very happy with both mowers, can't complain. I do like the Kuhn stuff. And I also like the pottenger stuff. So we are mowing at the moment. We are mowing for haulage, not silage like everyone else. So we will ted all this out a couple of times for it to dry out. So this is one I did earlier. So no, I tedded this out once. This is what we cut the other day. So as you can tell if I point the camera towards it. So we're drying it out. So we want it as dry as possible. The greener is, the more golden it'll be in a bale. So that's the plan. That field will be cut, as I said, next Thursday or Friday. And same with the bottom field. We'll leave this for today. And we'll head this out tomorrow. We'll head it all out tomorrow. The other one over there, and then there's another one just beyond that there. We'll head that out and we'll do that. So that is the plan. This is the earliest probably we've cut. Well, it is the earliest by a day. It's the earliest by a day. So we've done this before. Grass growths are really well. We need to cut early in order to ensure we get 3 cuts. If we leave it later, obviously we're at risk of running later and we don't get 3rd cut. And we need to push the grass as hard as possible. So to do that, this year we got the slurry out on it early as possible. So I think we got it out March. Was it early March? We got it out on. I have to look back. It would have been in the video. I think it was early March, and that's all this got was slurries. We put digestate on it. These fields here, bottom one, this one here was done with the dribble bar. That one, and then the further one that you would have seen me mow earlier that I was disappointed in, that was the splash plate. And yeah, just it did just look, it's light enough. But this field now, I'm happy enough with this. It's good quality. It's quality over quantity. That's the idea. So we'll catch up with you tomorrow when I have the tether on. We'll run through it then.
Tumbling down in the city that we love. Great clouds all over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? About this, how am I gonna be an optimist about this? We were caught up and lost in all of our vices. In your poses, the dust settled around us, and the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Great clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? Oh, where do we begin? The rubble or our sins? Oh, where do we begin? The rubble or our sins? And the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Great clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? Oh, how I'm beginning to be an optimist about this. How I'm beginning to be an optimist about this. If you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all?
So what I'm doing here now is I'm just heading out the grass that was seen me mow yesterday. So why are we heading it out? Well, for silage, most lads tend not to head it out, especially when it's this dry. Lads won't head out grass, just because it dries out the grass, and you want a certain amount of moisture for silage. Alright, look, I'm not all well up on all that, but we are making haulage here, so obviously we want to get it as dry as possible to bale it for haulage. So the idea with haulage is it's close enough to hay and you just wrap it, so and it goes for a lot of horses, and it goes to a, so the idea with haulage is you get it as close to hay as possible and you wrap it and it goes to horses then. That's the idea, feed for them for the winter. So we're heading out the row here, so I'm going 7.7 kilometers at 540. I'm just heading it out nice and handy, so you can see the job it's doing there, spreading out the grass from the row. So it's just separating the haul out, lying it nice and flat on the ground, and the sun and the wind will do the job for us. It'll start drying out the grass. So this was cut yesterday, so we'll turn this once a day for maybe 4 days, 5 days. We might have to do twice a day if there is a sign of any rain coming. If there's not, there won't be any panic, but we'll turn this a couple of times, roll it up and bale it and wrap it for haulage. That is the plan. Now if we were doing silage, I might just head it out at once, roll it back up later on and bale it tomorrow, but this won't be baled till today is Tuesday, so this won't be baled till most likely Saturday or Monday. Is when we most likely will bale this. We have another field there that I mowed earlier in the week, or last week, late last week. You would have seen in the previous video. That'll be baled probably Thursday. It was a bit lighter, and that, so yeah. But that's the idea, that's why we're heading it out. So we're taking it out of the rows here now at the moment. Nice crop on it here now, in fairness, mowed down well. I'll be happy enough with it. Hopefully it'll do the 10 bales to the acre. But yeah, it's lovely leafy grass. Should be plenty of quality in it. We've only 2 more fields to mow here on the home farm, and that's one of them. That's the reseeded field that we would have done last year. There's a video done on that. So it's just, I don't know, I'd cut it, but Dad doesn't want to cut it, so we'll hold it, and then just going to mow the last 20 acres and leave that 20 there then, for another week maybe. Just let it bulk up a little bit. I don't think it will, but it might be surprised. But yeah, we'll have 60 acres down here then at home, and that means we can tip away at it and get slurry back out on it. And then what we'll do for the coming weeks is we will mow that probably next week, and then we'll go further away from home and do all those bits of grass then. Just move further away from home and do that, and then by the time we get around to all that, we'll have about 3 weeks, and then we'll be back to second cuts. That's the plan, but generally the plan doesn't go well. So the barley's starting to head now as well. You can just see it. So I don't know, it's looking alright. It's come on a little bit, so hopefully there won't be a lot of straw off it anyway, that's for sure, but hopefully the grain will make up for that. But yes, we're back here at head now, so it's a nice handy job. We're using the pottenger, what is she, HC 8 point something? I don't know what she is, can't remember, but anyway, she's the smaller rotors. So we have 8 rotors on this instead of 6, which means that she's not hammering the grass as much. We find for hay and haylage that the smaller rotors, we used to have a Lely with the hook tine, and it was grand, she'd 6 rotors, and she'd throw it out, do a great job turning, don't get me wrong, the first turn was brilliant with it. But towards the end of when the stuff started to get really dry, it just started to break it up a little bit. So we got a demo. We actually, it broke down, and our other rake broke down, and Darren kindly gave us a demo of the pottenger last year. It was a 6 rower one, so it took 2 rows, whereas this one takes 3 rows. And we were that impressed with it there. Actually, it was the year before last. We got the demo, and we bought this one then last year, so we're very, very happy with it. It's a nice tether, it's well built, easy to maintain. For the haylage job that we're doing, it does a great job on it. Just doesn't bait the grass as much, we find. Maybe on the first turn you won't beat the hook tine. No, definitely not. Don't know why. Yeah, you won't beat the hook tine for the first turn anyway, that is for sure. I would agree with everyone on that the hook tine for the first turn is better, but overall after that we find that this one does a far superior job, just keeping the grass more intact. If you're at silage, perfect hook tine, perfectly, but when you're at hay or haylage, I'd recommend one of these. So that's the bit we done last week. You can see the colour difference. I turned that here before this. So it's got 2 turns now, so it's looking well. It's light enough. That should be ready now, probably tomorrow evening. And I'm going to mow this here now, just in about an hour's time. Whenever Dad gets back, he'll take over from turning, because we've got to turn that field over there, and there's one in behind that, 2 in behind that there as well. So we got to turn them, and I'll hopefully get this one turned. So yeah, it's not too bad. Nice long straight runs. GPS does its job, as you can see. I don't think there's anything more satisfying looking across the field and seeing lovely straight lines of grass. You can see in the middle there, that was a wet spot for all the winter. We couldn't get in there with the slurry, so there's virtually nothing on that, so I'll have to stitch in a bit of grass seed into that later on. So we'll keep going, and yeah, chat to you in a couple of hours, I suppose. We're back mowing again. Dad's on the turner, you can see him over there. He's turning the rest of the grass. We decided to mow this 20 acres here. Well, it wasn't really part of the plan, but yeah, look, it makes sense. We'll leave the last field then till the end of the week. We'll mow it, just because if we'd mow it now, we just have a lot on fairly quick and don't want to put ourselves under too much pressure, I suppose, is one word. Because I mean, the weather's good, there's no need to be, you know, putting us under severe pressure in a way, but it's not bad. Like, the weather's good, so you can see the field there, so you can see the different colour there now. That's tedded out twice. I tedded that out yesterday and this morning. I didn't show it, but we'll go in there now when I finish here, and we'll have a quick look at it, and I'll show you what it's like. So all this grass again is for haylage, it's not for silage. If it was for silage, we'd be probably leaving it in the rows and rowing it up and baling it probably tomorrow, but it's all for haylage, so it'll all get turned out this weather 4 to 5 times I suspect it'll get turned out at, which would be ideal. It won't break down a whole pile, and we should get a nice few bales. We need about 1400 bales to sell, and same again in silage, little less maybe in silage. Then we need our own hay, haylage, and a bit of silage then for our own animals. So we've got to make sure that this grass produces. So it got slurry early on. You would have seen that with the slurry tanker. We got slurry on it, and the idea is we'll come back out here again with slurry probably next week with the dribble bar, and yeah, that's all this will get, and it should get us a good crop. We should get the same again, and then we'll come out with a third crop, a little less slurry, and it should produce a third crop off us. This ground was reseeded maybe 4 years ago now, so there's another bit it's due to be reseeded. But the problem with this ground is the drains are so shallow in it that you can't really plough it. So We could disc it in or we could stitch it in, probably most likely stitch it in. So yeah, that's what we will do. But like, we made a good start to silage, or to grass, I suppose. Silage, if you want to call it that. We've made a good start to the season now. Touch wood, now the baler goes well. Now we got to get that just on and checked over, just to make sure she is a-okay, but she should be. Fitz will be out just to give her a run through, just in case, because it'll be the first time she's ran through. But with a new machine, you'd expect her to be, you know, plug and play, sort of put her on and go. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, but this grass is good. It's nice. There's a nice sward on it now. I'd be happy with this field, thank God. As you can see, the quality there, it's just gone to the stem. There's a lot of leaf, not a lot of heads, and yeah, I'd be happy enough. Field took a bit of a hammering during the winter, so we're debating whether to, you can see there, it's completely bare. I'd say we'll have to reseed it or re-stitch it. Stitch grass seed in, or go for a disc and reseed. Let us know down below in the comments which you prefer. We have never stitched grass. Has anyone stitched grass? What are the results like for mowing now, not for grazing? Or do we just go to full hog and disc it and reseed it? We can't, unfortunately, plough this ground. It's just, as I said before, it's just not that type of ground. You just won't plough it. I wouldn't want to plough it anyway. So let us know down below in the comments what you think. But like, where there is grass on it, it's good, but there's just a lot of bare patches on it, so we might be as well just do a bit of a reseed on it. Have to see, this used to be a wet hole, as you can tell. Then we done the drainage job and that fixed that up, so we also have a few drains to put in now shortly, so hopefully our man the digger will be here short in the next 2 weeks to do that. We have a couple of drains, not a lot, just a few, just general maintenance, keep the place right. You have to do a little bit every year or else just get on top of you. So plan B is we're hopefully going to reseed about 10 acres every year, so if we don't reseed this before the next coat, we will do it after the second coat. Graze it with sheep and we'll have it for next year then as well. So that is the plan. Dad's heading away in there now. We'll get a video, we'll get the drone footage of the tether going now for you. So finished the turning there. Just calves broke out. I just had a bit of a footage on my phone here. Show you, it's not these lads now, the weaned lads. They decided they wanted to break out. So these lads are all happy out now. So they are. So put the weaned lads out. Put them out tomorrow in a bit of time. No time today, just very busy. Secured some land there on a long-term lease, so happy about that. So a bit of extra grassland for us. It's not near home, it's up sort of near another farm we have, so it's not too bad. But it won't be ready. It's rough and ready. Take a bit of work to get back, but that's good. So secured some land as well. Mowers are off, so we cleaned out this area here now. Calves are just all there. So this is where the mowers will sit for the winter or the summer. Just handy, can back in, drive in, happy days. So I'm going to leave it there for today's video. I'm not going to get it up on Wednesday, it's going to be up on Thursday, so you're watching this on Thursday. So we're going baling now. Fitzes are coming out with the bait to just make sure the baler's all right. We're going to go through a few things with her. It's a few things different on her. We're going to go through that, and you will see the baling on Sunday. I won't make you wait that long, because I think the video all in one will be too long. I'll edit it down, and obviously if you're seeing it Sunday it's all together, but I think it'd be too long. So we'll finish up there now for today. So we got a lot of mowing done this week. Mowed most of our first cut, starting to bale today. One field left at home, and then we start moving out and going further afield to go mowing. But yeah, that's basically it for this week. So hopefully you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and look, we'll chat to you on Sunday when you see the baling.